Mother falls sick. Then we move on to dad and daughter going to the mall, where they discover the greatest invention. Daughter does what most kids do, and the father loses track of her. Eventually, the daughter is found by an AI. Daughter wants the AI so badly, and ultimately, we see her inside their house. The AI immediately gets to work and requests to do most things that modern women refuse to. Me personally, I wouldn't let an AI go through my stuff, let alone eat what they made. Daughter tries to grab a cookie off the jar and ultimately almost falls, where the AI seems to have saved her. AI seems to be a little damaged, so father treats it like it's a human. Next, we transition into Mama, who has mixed feelings about the AI. We find out that Papa here is an engineer and he gets fired. The AI gets a little too interested with his personal life and talks about how it can fulfill his desires. In any context, daughter and AI seem to be getting along pretty well. Oh, and with Papa too, what could possibly go wrong? We see that Mama's condition is not getting any better, but the AI appears to be a little insensitive towards Mom. Mama has to be transported somewhere, but it's not possible due to a massive storm. Papa just can't seem to catch a break. Then he asks SMP about his car and manages to get an answer straight from Wikipedia. Papa seems pretty frustrated, and AI seems to be very concerned about Papa. Kinda unusual how her heart beats like a normal person. And whoa, I was not expecting that. AI grabs Papa by the crotch. Oh, hell no. Papa can't get to do it, but later fantasizes about it. Friend appears a little skeptical about this whole eye thing and makes a sexual joke about it, which it can't seem to process. They go to the construction site they work in and destroys an AI model there. Hey, lady, I don't think he's interested. Or is he? I'm curious, his willy gets electrocuted, I guess not. This woman really became the mom of the house. Papa's PostNut Clarity must have kicked and explains how he can't be doing this kind of a thing. Papa gets caught for helping his friend destroy the construction bot and then gets the news that his mama is getting surgery by AI. I don't think Mama is very fond of I. Papa does something nice for Mama, but I doesn't seem to be too happy about it. Hey, do you mind knocking next time? Papa's friend comes by to tell him that he's sorry about what he did, but the tables turn and friend seems to think Papa snitched on him. They get into a fight, and AI comes to the rescue. AI drops a bombshell talking about how Papa's kids will only have one parent, since Mama won't live for too long. Best friend gets a knock at his door and gets an unexpected visitor. AI model seems to politely calm things down, and this guy can't seem to take it easy. His AI comes to the rescue, but ultimately, both of them get shot in the process. Nick finds out about that the next day. AI pulls up all the data about people drowning in water just because she's on a bathtub. Lady, I don't think it's that deep. Then she reveals that Nick's blood pressure calms down from intimacy, and Mama questions how she knows that. She refuses to answer, and Mama seems understandably pissed and suspicious of Papa. Mama questions Nick about it and asks if the GPT coochie was worth it. Then AI tries to drop the baby and daughter finds out about that. That's some superhuman strength, ultimately getting knocked over the head and again. Then we move to a lab where they realize that the code in her system is purged everywhere and keeps erasing itself. And boy oh boy, this AI doesn't seem to stop. It starts doing things on its own but fails to obey commands. We go back to the hospital where Mama refuses to go home and Papa gets drunk and tells the bartender to go on and go. AI just shows up at the bar and the damage seems to have taken a toll on her head. Instead of one, there seems to be two now. Nick tries to smooth talk his way and ultimately manages to escape with that tactic. Mama leaves daughter alone for a second and another AI comes looking for them. Eventually they get caught and manage to escape. Nick comes looking for them, but the second AI seems to catch up to them. Nick crashes onto the bot and unsliced he appears to be dead. The bot seems to be alive and comes for Mama but gets her ass whooped by Papa and the final shot landed by Mama. Finally, they all survive. But the lab finds out that the code wants to erase the malfunction code from existence. At the end, we see the AI rebooting itself, and that's where the story ends.